Oh, and how is everybody today? Hope you're well. I'm a bit discombobulated. Had to make a new cup of coffee because I spilled the other one just as I was putting the cream away. Which explains why we are precisely 11 minutes late today.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Ah, starting off with a bang with Jamets515 resubbing 19 months in a row. Thank you very much for that Prime sub. Smash some love in the chat, please, people, to show your thank yous and respects for a continuous subber in the form of Jamets515. Keep my heater out of the way. Yeah, so made a fresh cup of coffee, and instant I turned around to put the cream back in the fridge, I knocked it over and to make a fresh cup. And then, amongst other things, I accidentally reset all my settings for the shaders when I was trying to change one thing. I accidentally hit the reset button, and where is motion? There we go. Forgot to turn motion blur off. Oh, so much better. So yeah, the morning's going well so far. Everything's running real smooth. How's your day going, guys? So, whoops. God, just can't get anything right today, can I? Just cannot get anything right. And are we... I think we're suffering that weird green cast thing again. My goodness. Much better. I got a weird free sample. Weird noise. Got a weird free sample from Nespresso the other day. Brew it over ice, then top up with chilled sparkling water. So is it like an attempt to make an Nespresso pod that makes cold brew? Sounds interesting. What do they call it? So, plan for today. What is the plan for today? I think plan for today is figure out what we're going to do with the space. Do a little bit of gardening and stuff, I think, here and there. And start lighting up. Oh, and take care of the creeper that spawned because I was too slow to sleep. We should probably do a security sweep while we wait. Not sure we'll get the box. It's not being released in stores yet. Oh, right. How'd you get a sample of something that's not released? Were they just handing him out in the street as a promotional thing, or did you go into a specialist store? Did you arrive in the mail because you're part of their... What do they call their little subscription program thing? Boom, boom, boom. My head's all full of World of Warcraft again. I was watching World of Warcraft videos this morning! That is the one problem with these connected grass textures. Makes creepers a little bit harder to see against them. Sounds like an ice latte kind of thing. Well, he said sparkling water, not milk, so not really a latte at all. Just the latte literally means... Does it literally mean milk, or is it just dairy product in general? I think it means just milk, doesn't it? I did murder a flower. That's right, they're renewable. Claims to be Australian. Well, as an official coffee drinker, I can tell you right now, I have never seen a coffee drink with sparkling water in it on any Australian cafe's blackboard or menu. It might be one of those little weird marketing things. Oh, this is how Australians drink it. No, it's not. I know the long white is an Australian invention as far as coffee goes. And we call an Americano a long black here. Oh, I'm getting good at making that coffee, I'm telling you. Krypton's Mercy, hello
Hey,
there.
pat on the back for this guy.
Good to see you again. Thank you very much for the resub right there. Well, the prime resub right there. Prime subs. Freebie subs. Yeah, an Italian latte means milk. I thought so, yeah. So it's not just general product, it's specifically milk. So what are we going to do with this area? I'm just going to put a little house here, but I don't know whether it's going to make it too crowded. Maybe crowded is a good thing if we want to make the space look hustle and bustle. Maybe if I don't know. So if you go to Italy and get a latte, you're going to get a cup of steamed milk. I'm sure they call it cafe latte or something. Sounds like a hipster Melbourne thing to me. Possibly. Don't know what I want to do with this space. Don't know. Alright, let's go back here and see what the view is like. So you can figure out. Alright, so I'm not going to really obscure much of that if we keep it back a little bit. And there is a kind of hole in the horizon there where there's nothing much going on we could fill up. Order a cafe latte and you'll be fine. Yeah, figured so. Coffee with milk. Yeah, it's not really going to obscure this as long as we keep it. Yeah, we could probably build a building there. What am I carrying? Right. Let's put down some markers. Jason. For those who hadn't noticed yet, because YouTube sucks or because you don't subscribe to the secondary channel, or you haven't checked the YouTube thing this morning, I've started putting up the replays of the World of Warcraft stress test streams we did. You know what? I kind of like the path blocks. I don't know. I'm undecided. I deleted all the path blocks that I had through going through here. I'm undecided whether I like that look better, or does the sort of dead grass look under the shade look better? I don't know. That's a decision we can make later. So let's go ahead and bring this kind of back a step. How far are we going to go here? 1, 2, 3. We'll call it 3-ish. 2 from the fence, and about there somewhere. And we'll do about the same here. 1, 2, 3-ish. Make a long, wide one, maybe. Decided to pick up Breath of the Wild again, especially after E3, yeah. Once we get a date for the sequel, I reckon a lot of people are going to be replaying it. I probably will as well. But I like to, for that kind of stuff, I like to wait until we know
Hey,
what
Krillin.
kind of timeline we're dealing with.
Hey, Krillin. What? Someone followed.
Ninja,
Why
thank you
me?
very much for the follow.
What?
Not the Ninja, just Ninja 303 Gauge 1213. Are you one of Ninja's alternate accounts? One of the sock puppet accounts he uses to subscribe to himself to make himself feel better? I actually know someone who does that, by the way. I'm not gonna name him, shame him, but they have three or four sock puppet accounts. They subscribe to their own channel to help boost their numbers. Dear idea. So did you throw a follow just to try and insult me? Just so I'd notice you trying to insult me? Dude. Get a life. My IKEA lights have been glitching out over the last few days. I don't know what's up with that. I might have to replace them out with the expensive Philips ones again. They're not worth saving the money on the IKEA ones. Can you just go back to preset, please? Thank you. Right, what am I doing here? I'm still carrying all my path. Okay, so let's degub and regub. Notice me, senpai. It's funny, just so the shaders are working a little bit differently today. I'm running a new preview version of Optifine was released. So does it tell me on the options here? Yeah, Optifine HD F1 Pre-14 Ultra. Running 13 yesterday. But whatever they did with 14 has changed, I think, exposure and done a few weird things, because this looks just slightly different than what it has been in the last few preview versions. Maybe it actually corrected a problem. Nope, not language, idiot. Video settings, shaders, options, post. Yeah, because I remember we had to turn the exposure down so the things like sand weren't overexposed. So maybe this latest version corrects whatever was causing that issue, because I don't think that was by design. Even that feels a bit too dark, doesn't it? Hey, you fish. Oh yeah, that guy's probably going to come back with another sock puppet account. Sorry, Fisher's Halibut was in the middle of watching your day 2 classic. Oh, did that? Oh yeah, because I had that scheduled to go live at 9. So you went halfway through. You're like 20 minutes in. Well, I guess unless you're watching the VOD direct here on Twitch. Never mind. I'm talking about the YouTube thing. Halfway through watching your day 2 WoW Classic stream, it was a little painful 2 hours in, and no one told you to reapply the poisons on your weapons. I didn't have poisons unlocked. What are you talking about? Unless you're talking about the stream from BFA. And even then, I don't think when we were streaming it, that was at a point where I had poisons to apply. Now, the poison on my weapons thing was like, I think it's a level 16. You unlock that at level 16 or something, or level 18. So I remember looking at that and thinking, oh, we can't do it in the classic stress test because we were level locked at 15. We capped at 15. What are you talking about? I mean, to be fair, I am bad at remembering to reapply poisons in BFA. So that's got an hour effectiveness on it. And it's quite often that I don't notice it expired, because it doesn't, there's only a little icon up in the top corner where you hardly ever look, and it doesn't make a noise when it goes away or anything. Or you just eventually notice, hey, I'm not doing any more poison dots. Didn't really see it. I'm pretty sure I didn't have poisons. Is it morning? It sure is morning here, yeah. I'm in Australia, which means I'm plus 10 GMT, which means right now it is 9:25 AM. Right, I was going to go degub. We got all distracted. I'm going to go hang with a friend. I look forward to seeing your... I'm not going to say the P word. You nearly tricked me into it. Hope you enjoy your day with your friend, though. Okay, let's re-gub. We need to craft a bunch of new stuff, looks like. Okay. Yeah, we need to craft a bunch of stuff. When it's just gone midnight heat, your time zone is off. I might be on daylight savings time or something right now, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. Are you not running SUS 7.1? No, I'm not. And I'll show you why. I think I can... No, I'll have to wait till night time to show you why. I'm running PTG 6. Because there's an issue with 7.1. Well, it does... Wait, these are not the logs I need to strip. Yeah, I'll be able to show you why once it gets... I forgot...
Sure that saying the P word now counts.
I forgot to reset that sound effect after we were done streaming WoW. A fucking heart attack. I don't know how well that translated across the web camera there. I think I was a little bit poker face, but my heart just went... Yeah, Jammets, I don't think you were here at the time, but I thought it would be funny to change the 1024 alert to the Leroy thing while we were doing WoW. And I forgot to change it back. Woof. Alright, let me strip this line here and we'll go and put your gravestone up. Yeesh. Notice you're on, but I need to step out for a bit, so I'll be back in a few minutes. No worries. You could have just said nothing, I wouldn't have even noticed. Just gone and come back and... Well, I guess if I was going to ask you something, I'd notice. Why are you ignoring me? Rubble squid! Oh. That one didn't quite seize my heart, but it did. I might leave that one as that. The old 1024 is a nice little quiet dial-up modem sound. It's very gentle. A little bit nerdy, but not quite as heart-stopping as that. Although, I suppose it does give you guys a reason to once more use the RIP headphones emote. I haven't used that much recently because I altered all the volumes to stop me getting a heart attack. Right, who was it? Skull? Of course it was Skull Kid. Thank you very much, Skull Kid. Jammets, Skull Kid. Thank you ever so much for your support. Now, where did I put Jammets? That's Paul many numbers there. Is this? Yeah, this is it's Riffraff. This is you here, isn't it? Nope, that's Extreme Game Dinner. Why did I lose Jammets again? Here you are. Zerp. I too love the 56k modem sound, but I did intend to change it back. I really did. I just plumb forgot. And I guess we didn't get a 1024 yesterday. We had a $10 yesterday. Not a 1024. Thank you, Jammets. Oh, and respect chicken! Okay, I was wrong. You don't have poison until 20. Oh, 20 is it? Bloody hell. We were both wrong. I thought it was 16. But yeah, I was pretty sure that I couldn't unlock it even if I, you know, leveled up enough. Because the level cap in the stress test was 15, so... There you go. You don't have to be so edgy about me not reapplying my poisons. I have no poisons to apply. Feel better? You gonna apologize to me? Sell it as a rando drop. So what is rando? Wait, what am I going back to? I think I've heard the original 1024 tip, to be honest. Been so busy, I've got missed all those streams. Ah. Good busy or bad busy? Thank you. Skull Kid Ray once more. Used to play music down the phone line to disconnect my brother when I wanted to use the internet. That's a douche move. Funny, but come on. Come on, bruh. Yeah, I was pretty lucky in that respect. By the time I got internet at home, I'd have moved out of my parents' place, so it's just me. Well, me and my roommate, but when I first got it, was just me. And, you know, it was understood that you ask first. We both had mobile phones anyway, so... Set the Leroy Jenkins as a 1 in 10 alert. I don't know whether that'd even work, because the Ghost Napper alert for follows, that's supposed to be a 50-50, but it comes up every fucking time. I think Streamlabs RNG is a bit broken. Alright, while we wait for the sunset, let me just quickly hop over here and Streamlabs. Let's reset it to what it should be. Mixed busy, bought a new car. New car? Nice. Someone drove the van into it. Not nice. Fucking hell. How many days? How many days after you bought a new car before someone drove their fucking van into it? So now I have another new... Oh, did you get it, like, just flat out replaced? Man, that sucks. Donation email sent. Wait, what? What are you doing? What the hell's going on here? Skip. Why is it showing me all this tutorial stuff? I've been using this for years. Stop! Fucking Streamlabs. It's getting worse and worse all the fucking time. More and more difficult to use. More and more buried crap that I just need to get to all the time. Pissing me off. Might go to Stream Elements. Right. Where are we? Nations. Open alert variations. 1024. Duplicate. Save that. Whoops, we should probably sleep. Edit the original. Change media. Dial up modem. Yes, I didn't want you to play it, just do it. There we go. Should be back to normal. Alright, what the hell was I doing? Oh yes, stripping the logs. Crosby, hello there. Not been in your stream in a while. I really value your opinion on tech info. I've been doing a lot of streaming myself. One thing that's setting me down is my cam quality. Any suggestions? Yeah. Get a cam link, Elgato cam link, and use a proper camera, not a web camera. And also learn how to light properly. Any camera is going to look better if you know how to light properly. That's the biggest thing most streamers fuck up, actually. They just put a light there, and put them on full power, and away you go. No. Learn how to actually light properly. Learn 3-point lighting. Just go to YouTube, type in 3-point lighting tutorial, or guide, or whatever. Find something with a decent number of views from a channel that does nothing but camera stuff, and learn. So even the shitty web camera is going to look better if you set up your lights properly. But, failing that, looking for better, get yourself an Elgato cam link and use a real camera, because that's what I do. Whoops, didn't mean to press that button, I meant to press that button. Because this camera looks like this, because I'm using a Lumix G7 with a adapted Canon lens on there. The advantage of doing that is, because they work better in low light, it means I can have my lights lower, which means less strain on my eyes because I'm pretty photosensitive. The level that I had to have the lights at when I was using a web camera would make me squint and was uncomfortable. But now I can have my lights at a pretty low level. To give you an idea of what without lighting. There you go. I tried that with a web camera, it'd be grainy as shit. Awful. But I could get away with this if I really wanted to. By the way, how I'm doing that, I've got a Elgato Stream Deck with a multi-command action. Turns on the Elgato key lights, turns on the Philips Hue stuff back there and over there. It's awesome. Automation. Alright, where am I doing? Yeah, lighting is key. And then, good camera. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's also, is the lights working today? Did the police thing go off? Yeah, there's some commands in chat that people can fiddle with my lights as well. Yeah, that's seriously the one thing that streamers mess up most, is just not doing their lighting properly. I mean, and I'll talk about this in the video I'm making about the Elgato key links, because they were sent to me for review. But even the default setup that they recommend, one on that corner of the desk, both just shining on your face from either side at full power, it's still not the best way to do it. And I'm kind of angry at Elgato for not including any setup instructions. Because most streamers, even when they get their Elgato key lights sponsored or paid for, they're still not using them right, so the lighting still looks like shit. They look all washed out and flat and awful. Ugh. I mean, yeah, your camera doesn't look grainy anymore because you've got enough light, but still. So yeah, in my review I'm going to be pissy about that. I might even do a guide to help people. Yeah, like I said, just to reinforce things, the search phrase you're looking for is 3-point lighting, which I don't actually use myself. Well, I kind of do. I use a modified version of it, really, but 3-point lighting is the excellent starting point for a good-looking lighting setup that's flattering, won't make you look flat or washed out, gives your face a little bit of dimension, makes you look good, and from there, you can sort of toy around with it and get the look you're after. Another thing worth searching is a cinematic lighting technique called Rembrandt lighting. It's a little more dramatic than you might want for a stream, but it can look kind of nice. Especially if you're just doing a portrait for your avatar or something. Oh yeah, I didn't switch back from cam mode, sorry. I need to put that cam mode on a timer or something. It's the third time in 3 weeks I've forgotten to do that. I put it to cam mode and then I forget to take it off again. That should be amongst my refreshed emotes. We need a damn it camera for when the game camera screws me over. And I need like a too much face cam emote. Wait, did I not? Oh, fuck. Too distracted. I didn't even strip it, did I? Idiot. Give me those derps. This is where I earn those derps. Let me give myself some. Where is it? All I did there was burn durability on the axe for no reason. Yeah, look, there's the evidence. Didn't strip it. Hey, you pooks. I was watching one WoW streamer. Well, I wasn't watching him live. I was watching a replay video on YouTube. But point is, his camera set up similar to mine in that it's off to the side. So when he looks over to the game, it looks like his camera's looking over to the game. Which is all well and good, except he had the camera positioned such that he was like sitting here in the frame. Like he'd set up his camera when he was sitting back in his chair, but when he's playing the game he leans forward, so he's like in the corner of his frame like this. It was super stupid. Drove me silly. Had to stop watching. Can we not trigger your Elgato with the command also? I don't think so. That'd be cool. I might suggest that to the Elgato guys. Because the Elgato can post stuff to Twitch chat. It can do Twitch stuff like trigger ads and things like that. So it's in the API. So all you need to do is monitor chat for a command, which would then trigger like a multi-action or something. They should be able to do that, shouldn't they? I might talk to my favourite Elgato nerd and suggest that. You're not lurking, are you, big man? Probably not. He rarely lurks in my stream. What stream program to use? What do you mean? I mean like, OBS. Always used, well, I did try XSplit once. Didn't like it. Aside from having to rent it, the setup and workflow in OBS just made more sense to me. It's a little bit higher learning curve, but much better, more elegant program in the end, as far as I'm concerned. And free and open source. Hooray! Cool to have a derp and love to trigger your emotes on screen. It would be cool. Need to bug off for the day. Have a good one. Cheers, mate. Man, a lot of people are doing that over the last few days. They're just dropping in saying hi. Well, too busy today. Gotta go. Bye. Enjoy whatever your day brings you, mate. And remember, always remember, poison's at level 20. Never, hashtag never forget. Wait, is that disrespectful? That might be disrespectful. Ah, it's been long enough. We can make jokes about it this month, can't we? I want to limit that to mods. Subs maybe. I give subs power to do things like pop emotes on the screen. And I'd put them on a timer so they're not there permanently. So every time the command is used, it's up there for like 2 seconds or 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Or maybe I make it flash for 30 seconds like I do with the appreciation spam there. Because that's just one button. I don't do that manually anymore. I used to do that manually. I used to go boop, 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 boop. And then I realized when they brought in multi-actions, I can just set up a multi-action for it. So now it turns the emote on and off and posts to chat with one button. My husband and I make jokes about it all the time. Yeah, it's been long enough. I think we can make never forget jokes. Making jokes about airplanes smashing into buildings full of innocent people, maybe not, but I think the never forget is removed enough. We can meme it without causing a YouTube drama controversy video series of who's that douche that always does that? What's his fucking name? Looks super creepy. What's his fucking name? Got a beard that's way too over manicured. Looks creepy. Gab? I don't hear Gabbo. Don't know what you heard. What if you put a one row of blocks and a fence across it? For what? What are you suggesting I do that for? Keemstar, I think that's the dude I'm thinking of. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's done some good things from time to time, you know, puts in his research and has exposed some really creepy people, but you can't do that on a permanent basis without becoming a bit of a creep yourself. That's all I'm saying. Get too invested and too obsessed in other people's affairs, and it just becomes what you're about, and it's just, I think it's a healthy way to do things. But, you know, it's just me. I'm sure he makes a decent living doing it, so whatever. Drama alert, yeah. I think that was the actual one I'm thinking of. I Keemstar and Drama alert the same one? Or are they different people? I don't know. I don't watch that stuff. I only come across it every now and again when something like really massive happens, like they expose. There was a Pokemon YouTuber a few years back who was exposed for like doing creepy pedo shit. Ugh. Are my light commands even working today? I haven't seen them in my peripheral vision. They did flash earlier for the sub and things. Let me bring up their software. No, the last time they worked was when Paul Minecaft threw some bits in the jar. Let me check my settings. They might have reset themselves. Sometimes the settings on this program reset themselves so only mods can use the scenes. Reactions, here we go. Nope, they should be working. Let me try and manually test it. Nope. Okay, so let me restart the software. What a piece of shit this Lumia software is. Absolute piece of shit. Lumia Stream is the name of the software that I do for the light commands, but it's so unreliable. Surprised you didn't do... I did actually think about doing a Pride one, but I never got around to it. I forgot. I think I've actually got a rainbow preset here somewhere, so I could probably add it now if we can get this working. Just leave it up permanent. Let's see here. Alerts, chat, hypes. Nope, wait, reactions. Gabo. Nope, they're just not working today, apparently. Fuck's sake. Why? Let's see. Says it's all connected. I just reset everything. Nope. Nope. Is my... Are they even... Yeah, they're connected to Wi-Fi. I can use my remote. Ugh, whatever. Guess today they're just not working. Whatever. How do you get that text read? If you type in !MC in the chat, Moobot will give you a list of everything I'm using right here. They can give you a link direct to the texture pack, I think. That's the one. I think I might need to reset my router. I was having issues last night, even watching Netflix, it would just sort of hang for no reason. I have to back out of the episode I was watching and start it from the point it hung on. And one of my Elgato lights wouldn't turn on this morning from the Stream Deck. I had to go to the phone app and turn it on, and then it worked fine. So yeah, I think my router might be having an issue. I'm back. Welcome back. We didn't miss much. We've just been chatting and preparing some materials, which we are just done. That is not actually what I need to do. What I do need to do, though, is grab a bunch of dirt so we can fill this in underneath. Still says using Lithos Core. I've gone back to using Lithos Core. They did an update, so now all this stuff is updated properly. As you can see, the furnaces and the smoker and stuff is properly textured now, and the cutter and everything's properly textured now. I am still running underneath it. Where are we? I'm still running the default improved underneath Lithos, or on top of Lithos Core, I should say, which is giving me some, but not all, of the bump mapping. They're not designed to work together, but on some stuff it still does work. It doesn't work on these anymore, but it does work on like this, which actually will hang about. It's the sun's setting anyway. You know, I'll be able to show it to you. What did I come back for, though, while we're waiting for that sun to set? Oh, dirt, dirt, dirt. Nice dad joke. Hi, back. Come on, light. Just hit this so I can show people what I'm talking about. You can kind of see it on that one already. Slight bump mapping. Trace, yeah, trace those rays. So actually, I'll show you. Who was I talking to before? I forgot to show them the thing while I'm not using. The reason I'm not using PTG 7 right now. I'll show that in a minute too, once I show you the texture thing that's going on here. Don't have better leaves on them. I don't? Oh dear. I must have missed that out when I swapped to the old text. No, I do. There it is, right there. Using Lithos Core, link, modified slightly by BluntNate, and better leaves. With a link direct to better leaves. It's right there. Hooray! Pookie messed up, and I got one right. Happens from time to time. I'm going to take my victories where I can. Usually it's Pookie reminding me that I've forgotten something important. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, you ready to see this texture pop? Oh! In my defense, I got new glasses. Well, if you got new glasses, shouldn't you be seeing better? Actually, it's not actually showing up properly. This one has to get even lower. Maybe it's this one I'm talking about, not that one. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. See the bump mapping slightly there. Probably see it better on the side of these as well. A little extra texture on the wood. Right, so once it gets dark, I'll show you why I'm not using 7. Walked into every wall and table between me and whatever I'm going for. Did they like put an extra magnification in your glasses? Because that's what happened to me. I don't need magnification on my glasses, but when I went to the optometrist to get my new prescription, they put a slight magnification on and go, here you go, you're in your 40s now, put a slight magnification, make it easier to read. I was like, well, if you say so, you're the boss. And that felt really weird for a few days while I was adjusting to it. I looked down and my feet weren't where they're supposed to be. I was slightly closer. I felt short. It was super weird. Changing your prescription, new kind of lenses. Ooh. Zero depth perception, turning my head makes the whole world into a blur. Yeesh. There you go, look at that. Now the sun's nice and low, you can see it pop. That's all I wanted to show you. So yeah, it doesn't work on all the textures, but it does work on some textures using this weird combination of stuff I've got. Okay, so let me go over to video settings, shaders. Hopefully we don't crash when I do this. Okay. So this is 7, which does look better, by the way. Looks real nice, but there's the issue. These don't light up. However, you know, all the other lighting looks a little bit better in 7. A little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner. But because these don't light up, something really, really distracting happens. And I'll show you. See how they're lighting up over there? All the lanterns are lit up over there, but not these ones. Watch this. Where is it? There it is. Just outside of, I guess, the lazy chunk loading. As soon as I get near the lanterns, they all dim away. When I get farther away, they all come back on. And they all dim away. And they all come back on. And that's really, 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 really distracting. Go back to this. Nighttime is a bit lighter and everything, and you know, it doesn't look quite as good in a few respects because it doesn't have, you know, some more of the features are a bit broken here, but at least the rest of the lighting is consistent. I went from minus 425 to minus 5.5, and from basic glasses to transitions with a blue filter. Ah, these are transitions. So I don't have to squint when I'm outdoors so much. I wish they transitioned darker a bit, yeah. That's a pretty strong prescription, though. Looks right either way. Yeah. I mean, I do like how 7 looks as far as what it does to the light and how, you know, the light moves about. See how this is a little bit more indistinct? It's not quite as crispy. A little bit more muted and... yeah, I think 7 looks better, but that one issue with the lanterns drives me silly. So we stick with 6 for now. Neither version is supposed to work with 1.4. And neither version is working properly with 1.14. But this works well enough for me to be able to use it. Actually, there was another issue with 7 that I think they fixed in one of the recent updates of Optifine. Nope, didn't fix it. See my sword? All my enchanted items just turned purple. Yeah, didn't see that before because I think I had the dirt in my hand, but yeah. That's the other issue that I couldn't stand with 7. Any enchanted item is just a purple thing. But yeah, if it wasn't for those 2 issues, I could probably use 7 pretty happily. Or 7.1, I should say. And even with 6, it doesn't do the enchanted animation. So, yeah, win some, you lose some. Super... yeah, you are really nearsighted. Like, that's literally kind of almost 6 times my prescription for astigmatism is very weak, considering. Like, if my glasses got lost, I could still function perfectly fine. In fact, I did for many years because I was too lazy to go back to the optometrist and get a new prescription because I didn't note down my old prescription, didn't have any records of it anywhere. The optometrist I originally got it from shut down, and yeah, so I spent maybe 6 or 7 years without my glasses at all. Certainly much, much nicer with them, especially using a computer. You can read things better without zooming in or squinting it, having the screens closer. Got LASIK. I've no idea whether that even worked for me. I'm perfectly content with glasses. -2.5 and -5 astigmatism. Yeah, mine's a lot milder than that even. What? Mine's like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is my bloody prescription? I made a note of my prescription in several places this time, so I can't possibly lose it again. Let's see. Where are my notes? Glasses prescription. Yeah, my right eye is similar to -1 on a 180 axis. Left eye is -0.75 on a 25 axis. So yeah, quite mild. One and less than one. Would love to do it, but until you have the same script for 3 years in a row. Ah, yeah. Because there's no point in doing LASIK if your eyes are still changing over time. And as far as I know, I don't have my old prescription to check, but I do have the old broken, or I did have the old broken glasses. I threw them out once I got the new ones. But the lenses in the old broken glasses, they feel the same as the new lenses I got, so I don't think my prescription has actually changed at all in the 17 years since I originally got it. Because I was wearing those same glasses. My one pair of glasses that I got when I was first prescribed them. I wore them for like 10 years. How do I want to do the path? Should we just come straight off this one, or I might do it closer to here so it doesn't mesh so much with that one. So yeah, let's do the path. Do the entrance at the corner there on that. Slabs. My mum tried those in the 70s. Every time she sneezed, they popped out. She would sneeze her contact lenses out. How does that even work? Your eyes close when you sneeze. Does your mum sneeze with her eyes open? Or maybe that was just an excuse she told people because she didn't like the fuss with the contact lenses, which is why I don't bother with them. A bit too lazy. I would wind up getting an eye infection or something, so I'd forget to take them out, or I wouldn't clean them properly, or one of a dozen issues I could possibly have by poking shit into my eyes. I'm sure I would wind up regretting it. Apparently they didn't fit very well. How do they not fit? They literally slurp onto your eye. It's weird. I think your mum's a liar. No offense. Alright, I have to maybe I'll just do all one wide around this one, actually. So this is pretty small by default anyway. Oh yeah. I'm actually going to have to do it like this instead, aren't I? Well, yeah. I can't imagine the panic that would ensue about sneezing out your contact lenses while driving down a friggin' highway. That's not a good day. That's a no. I think I might turn that exposure back down again because they look a bit washed out there, don't they? Lost some detail. That's a bit better. You know, just put the door in the corner on this one. And get rid of this in favor of these. And I forgot to get concrete as well, didn't I? I'll offset it. Now, let's go get that concrete. Get rid of that. Alrighty. Wait for another sunset, shall we? Something I was talking about before and I got sidetracked. I don't remember what it was now. Probably something to do with the bow. That's all I can think about now. Can hardly wait till the next stress test to go play again. On the classic servers. I don't know if I want to go back to BFA. Like in between when the classic comes out. Because there were some bad habits that BFA gave me that were hard to overcome when we were playing the stress test. I don't want to reinforce those habits. I don't know. I wish you had a more solid contact with Lizard PR. Beg them to let me in. We gone all green again? We have, haven't we? Man, that's happening a lot today. That's better. Okie dokes. Concrete. Windows. Go. Oh, I should have put some ladders back and shit with me too. Oh well. And a door. And all the other things I forgot, I'm sure. So how's your weekend been treating you, chat room? Doing anything thrilling? Thrilling or chilling? Ouch. Yeah, I think we'll come out too. Do a big wide brim on this one. Yeah. Oh, here's a thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are on odds. Excellent. I was going to make the roof a bit more difficult. You could feel free to ignore me, chat room. That's cool too. was only asking you how your weekend was. I'm not asking you to solve differential equations or anything. Oh, there we go. Michi answered me. You went slot car racing. I've forgotten slot cars were even a thing that existed. Is that something you do regularly, or was that just a spur of the moment thing? I was thinking about mini golf the other day. I haven't done that in forever. Back down when I lived in Tassie, and all my friends were in Tassie as well, before we all split up all over the country. We used to go mini golfing once or twice a month. Super duper fun. My weekend wasn't thrilling. Got a murderous headache and slept half of the day. Yeah. That's kind of what happened to me last weekend, why we didn't stream last weekend. Doesn't sound quite as bad as yours. I didn't have to sleep it off, but I certainly wasn't able to focus well enough to do a decent stream. I just potted around in World of Warcraft, actually, just doing little side quests and killing a shitload of boars mindlessly. All the lights off. I even had to dim the screen. I would have gone and lied down, but that didn't help. Just meant I didn't have anything else to focus on but my headache. So I decided mindlessly questing in WoW was a better option. Every Saturday go for one. Oh, every Sunday go slot car racing. Just as a hobby, or you? I mean, do other professional slot cars? What I meant to ask was, is it a personal passion, or you just do it because like the family does it? Do you actually enter competitions? Do you get little trophies? How passionate are you about your slot experience? Slot experience. That's a good name for a band. We are the Slot Experience. Alright, let's see here. If we go there. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that should be fine. But I do also need to go some stairs and stuff as well. Meds helps. So it wasn't necessarily you were trying to sleep off the headache. It was just the meds you took for the headache put you out. Yes, hail drugs. Hooray, drugs. Drugs are good and gay. Okay, I'll have to make some more stairs. Yeah, I try and use painkillers as sparingly as possible because I don't want them to become less effective over time, which can happen with certain drugs. Because I live with chronic pain, I want them to work when I need them to work. So I don't use it for my low-level stuff that I usually live with. It's only when it gets really bad I'm like, time for them pills, son. Can't do it. I'm done. Just got into it because a friend does it. Cool. Nice to have kind of those activities you can share with mates. I used to love slot car racing. I mean, I never went to a slot car center and did it, but I had a couple of slot car kits. I got one which I used all the time, which meant eventually one of my relatives gave me another kit, like for Christmas or birthday or something. Luckily enough, it was compatible with the one I already had, so I could join both kits together and make an enormous racetrack in my bedroom. Hooray! It was a very happy day when I found out those two tracks meshed together properly, because they were different brands, I think. I remember being disappointed. Well, that's a different brand. But then I realized they tracks interconnected anyway, so yay! Actually, no idea what happened to that. I know what happened to most of the old toys I had. They were either sold or gifted away or thrown away or, I have no idea what happened to my old slot car kit. I do remember I took one of the magnets off one of the bottom of the cars at one point too to make it slide around the track. Pixelfront, hello there. Oops, daisy. Did not want to do that. I wanted to do this so I could do this. I think we're gonna have to go here. Do some of this, and this. Excuse me, thank you. Wait a second, I've done something different there. Let's what was up with that. There we go. That's how she's supposed to go, right? Looks right to me. Oh, I forgot the little protrusion on that one though. Oopsie daisy. Let's go back and fix that later. My stock car yesterday was doing drift around the racetrack, couldn't figure out how to replicate it to do it properly. One of the ways that I used to do it was, number one, I took the magnet out. But that made it very hard to control even at low speeds. And then at one point I took the rubber off the tires and turned it inside out because one side had a grippy texture on it. The inside of that rubber was only the two ridges that went around the hub. So I figured that would give it slightly less traction, but still enough traction to hold onto the track with the magnet, and I gave a little bit of slip. Not as much as removing the magnet, but a little bit. So maybe try that next time. Reverse your tires. And this is the geekiest conversation we've had in a while, isn't it? Slot car racing. Actually, a really good episode of American Dad based around the geekiness of adult slot car racing.
Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! Hey, Krillin! What? Someone followed.
Anita, thank you for the follow.
Why me? Quack!
And also, don't we all? There. Come on, Minecraft. You know damn well that's not what I wanted to do. It's okay to do. Oh, right, I read that one already. So that was a new message. Not a new message, same message. I'll give it a go next weekend, yeah. Pro tips. Expert tactics. Skip, what the? Come on, put the fucking thing down where I tell you to put it down. Minecraft. Alright. Let's rush to bed before we get mobbed. Just pull a Tim Allen in one of his LOD shows. He replaced the motor of a slot car with one from a dustbuster. I don't remember that specific episode of Home Improvement. Sounds like something that belonged in that show, though. That show actually holds up pretty well. I did watch a bunch of it, like late last year, I think. I don't think I finished watching the entire show, but I did watch. I watched like the first 4 or 5 seasons. Holds up pretty well. I mean, some of the stuff these days I think would be called quote-unquote problematic, when the sexism is played up for laughs, but as it stood in the day. Right, how did I do it on this way again? Did I go out? Yeah, stare at the top of the end, right, yeah. Do not have any mods installed now. Well, I mean, I've got Optifine installed, so I can use shaders, but no other mods. I do have a couple of data packs, though. It's really easiest if I just do this. If you type in !MC, Moobot will tell you exactly what's going on. Coolsies. But yeah, aside from a couple of little quality of life things for the data packs, like Tree Capitator and the agricultural automation thing, which just means I can generate some wood and some dyes without having to manually mine that stuff. It's pretty much vanilla experience through and through here. I got nothing that changes the core gameplay in any meaningful way. Just a couple of quality of life and grind skipping things, really. I think that's bottom half slabs down there, but put a torch here just in case. Can't be too careful, can you? Alright, and I still need the fence posts. Went down last weekend to the Stock Car Racing. The pros were down there, and they had their little box that holds all the cars. Yeah, of the nerdy pastimes, Slot Car Racing is one of the nerdier ones. Little box full of toy cars. Get real serious about it. Not judgment, just saying. I mean, I'm in no position. On the shelf behind me, there's a plastic helmet from a video game that I paid way too much money for in the collector's edition, so... I have no right to judge anyone else's nerdiness and what they, what they do with their spare time. Tried anything with the new TNT mining mechanics? I have not, no. I was talking about this yesterday in stream. I hardly ever use TNT. Mainly because I don't trust myself with it. Because if you've ever seen me use TNT in a creative world, I just splash it everywhere just for funsies because it's funny to see things go kablooey. But yeah, it is actually useful now, since 1.14 made it so that when it blows something up, nothing actually gets destroyed. You just get the blocks dropped. So it is much more useful now than it used to be. When am I going to do Rooster When I'm sure this place is mob safe. So that will include putting up lighting. Making sure we put... I put string on the top of a couple of these. I think I still need... No, I did those ones last night. Yeah, just putting string on some spawnable platforms. Making sure we're lit up and... Just making sure once the villagers do breed, they don't instantly... killed. I just realized I forgot to do this. Did you get your duffel bag? Not yet. I did get an email about 3 days ago that told me it's on its way, but I have not received it yet. I'm in Australia, obviously, so shipping's probably going to take a little while. Probably use the absolute cheapest shipping option possible, I imagine. So, and they'll probably get it manufactured in China, which means I'll probably see it in 8 weeks or something. But apparently it's on its way. But then again, who knows with Bethesda? I don't have a great track record when it comes to telling the truth. Do they? Not super duper good. All right. I was going to say, why don't I have the option for the thing? But it's because I don't have enough. Any more room. A lot of Legos as well, yeah. And I do know what happened to my old Legos. They were stolen in the great moving truck theft of whatever year it was. I do have a small box of Legos still there from other stuff I've been doing in the meantime, but haven't actually looked at them in ages. I should have a couple of custom figures in there as well, I think. I did all that and forgot to actually make the fences. Yeah, I think when my Fallout 76 canvas bag does arrive, I might just sit on fire and protest. Make a video about it. I'm sure I'm not the first. I bet you there'll be videos of people destroying that duffel bag. Just like every time there's an iPhone release, there's someone who buys an iPhone and destroys it in front of other people. Just as some form of... I don't even know why they do that anymore, because it gets views, but... Are they protesting? What are they trying to say? Aha, Apple, here's $1,500 of my money, and I don't have the product anymore because I just destroyed it. Hooray for me! I'm a genius. Okay. Okay, dude. That'll show them. Sure it will.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Thank you very much, Spanky Bit. 24 months, 2 years of sub right there.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what
see
spring is
what
like on
spring
Jupiter
is like
and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
Man, your timing is all off on that one. I did look up, I don't know we had this discussion yesterday, but I did look up last night. Fly Me to the Moon is in the Japanese Netflix version. Because I guess they didn't have to relicense it over there because they didn't need to do the redub or anything, but yeah. It was a licensing thing, like I suggested. I don't think it's been officially confirmed, but every source I looked at said, yeah, it's licensing. Why did I come back here? What did I need? Well, while I'm here, I know I need these. Oh, a door. I needed a door. That's what I came back for. Door. Door. More doors. Yeah, smash a little bit of love in the chat there. For 24 months, Spanky Bear's sub there. And I keep hoping that we'll get on Rossman's channel for a repair. No idea who that is. Rossman. Don't know that person. I think we want that to face the other way. Yeah, it's better. Oh, damn it, I need ladders as well. Why do I keep forgetting the ladders? Oh, and now we might as well wait till sunset. Is it? Daylight cycle speeding up? I feel like we're not getting enough daylight hours. Don't need beds yet. I'll worry about beds when I release the villagers. Same thing with tool stations.
hey, Krillin. Hey, Krillin. Hey, Krillin. What? Someone followed.
Completely unpronounceable username. Thank you for the follow.
Why? Quack.
Alright, let me give this one a go. Kujibukus. Nailed it. Ooh, ha, vahagugus. Ooh, ha, vahagugus. Name that. Name it. Ooh, ah, vahagugus. Ooh, ah, vahagugus. Bally dad. Doink. Doink. What are the letters for? The letters are just to give the windows that kind of rice papery bamboo kind of look. Because the soft inspiration for this is kind of a vaguely Japanese kind of look. Very earthy tones, and the way they've done the roofs and things like that. Just sort of vaguely Japanesey was the idea. And that goes for these, which are, I'm calling the windows, even though you can't see through them. The whole rice paper bamboo kind of idea. Are you getting the Doom Collector's Edition? I really do want to. I'd really like to. That way I could have the Fallout helmet there and the Doom helmet over there, and it would look neat in the background and everything. But when is release? Because my budget is crazy tight right now. So I don't know whether I can justify the expenditure. I really want it though. I want it, 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 I want it. November? Yeah, I might be able to do it by November. Right, let's... How do I want to do this? Right, let's go steal just a smidge of dirt from somewhere where it doesn't matter. Time for... I'm not going to shame fund a Doom Collector's Edition. That's the thing I want. The whole gimmick with the original shame fund is because I was buying it because I felt like I had to buy it. For those who don't know, a little over 2 years ago, when the Switch was first announced, we set up a shame fund. We called the tip jar the shame fund instead. Because there was nothing, or so I thought at the time. It's changed very rapidly, but at the time I was like, new Nintendo console, excellent, I want it. But there's nothing I want to play on it. There's none of the launch games I was interested in. And yes, that included Zelda, because I wasn't a Zelda player. Hadn't properly played or even finished a Zelda game since the original. Even then, I don't think I finished it. But point is, I turned the donations into a shame fund because I felt like I had to buy the thing as a content creator because people kept asking me if I was going to review it and all that kind of stuff. So, well, I'm gonna quote unquote have to buy it. I'll buy it in shame. So we called the thing the shame fund, and I had a special alert for it and everything. It was a Game of Thrones shame thing. Shame, shame, shame. But instead of the bell, I put in the Nintendo click sound. It's all very funny. But then I actually got it, and I started to play Breath of the Wild, and I went, holy shit, no shame at all. 0 bars remorse, this is awesome. I don't like where those lanterns are. Or do I? Oh, that's why it looks off, because I haven't put any on that side yet. But yeah, no, the point is, the gimmick of the shame fund is because I was buying something I didn't want to buy, I just felt like I had to buy it for content. But that's not even close to true with the Doom Collector's Edition. I super duper want to play that game, and I super duper want that helmet. Because Doom 2016 was so much fun! And that helmet does look amazing. Okay, let's dig up our wood. And pick up our stone. Those. Some of those, more of those. I am actually going to need some of those, maybe some of those. Alright, let's see here. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Yeah, I think if we just got surface level through here. Sorry, Skyfarer, I didn't see a little high five thing. How you doing? I apologise, I didn't mean to ignore you there. Too busy talking about Nintendo Switch, I got all distracted. Real good. Just saying high five, love you bitch. Thank you very much. Which, is there a particular type of vids you like most? Camera stuff or the gaming stuff? I assume if you're here on Switch, it's probably the gaming stuff. And if so, have you been feeling the hype for WoW Classic? Are you one of those peeps? Because I am. And more so after actually playing in the stress test. Now I've got that was the first real taste of Classic that I ever really got, aside from like the 2.5 weeks I can barely even remember what I did. Back in the day when I gave it a very brief try. Not even 2 hours, like 1.5 weeks maybe, I don't know. But I remember nothing about that. And even that wasn't actually vanilla, that was Wrath of the Lich King, by which time some stuff had already changed. Compared to what Classic is. Yeah, so let's grab these. We'll do a slope off into that. Like a little both. Coolsies. Yeah. I feel pretty good about that, I think. I'm of two minds whether to leave these dark fences here and keep these two buildings like that, because I don't want all the buildings to look identical. The more of these light fences I do, the more I second guess myself on that. I'll leave it for now. I've never played WoW, honestly. Yeah, neither have I. I mean, like I said, I did try it very, very briefly back in the day, but it was so long ago and so brief I have basically zero memory of it, so I might as well have never played it. So about a week and a half ago, I picked up the freebie trial version, or whatever they call it, of current WoW. Played that for about 30-ish hours over the week. And then a few days ago, when they did the WoW Classic stress test, we jumped into that and streamed it, which, if you're curious about that, there's uploads going on the secondary YouTube channel, the /BluntNate YouTube channel of that stream. Replays going up. So if you're curious and you want to check that out, there's where they are. But yeah, I'm liking it more than I thought I would. I wanted to give it a go, wasn't sure. Was curious enough to give it a go, but yeah. What did I do with my chicken, do you think? I'm sure I had a chicken or two, did I? Did I eat my last chicken? Must have eaten my last chicken. Look at all them chickens! I'm going to need to fix that soon. I'm starting to run slightly low on actual chicken. That thing, still breeding chickens fine, but it's not cooking them properly anymore. Yeah, WoW Classic was pretty compelling from a old school RPG kind of point of view. It's a lot more compelling and deeper than I figured it would be. I was pretty wrong about that game in a few important ways, I think. But yeah, super glad I actually gave it a go. Right. I think we can call this one done. I don't think there's anything else I need to do, is there? Let's jump up here and fix this roof. Let's get the bits I need to fix the roof first. Been playing MC and Wolfenstein 1 recently. Ooh. Okay, so we need some of those. Where, oh where? Oh, they're there. Already had them out. Inventory blind again. And move up there with a reminder about the Epic Games Support Creator tag. Thank you to those of you who've been using that, by the way. There's a little bit of money trickling into that, so a couple of you have been using it. We appreciate it. Oh, that's why I didn't do it, because I wasn't working on odds here. That's why I didn't do it. What can I do about that then? How about instead... kind of emulates the kind of thing I was doing. Vaguely. Do the other side and we'll go down the ground, see if it works. And how much I can do about that bit. Oops. Fucker. Oh wait, I should do the... Oh, I can't even do the fence post thing because I wasn't working on odds here as well. Kind of screwed myself over a bit there, didn't I? Zoop. What's the idea of this build? I'm building a little village, basically. Because this is the Village and Pillage update, I decided to build my own village. I'm going to populate it. Those cobblestone blocks there are holding back a villager, which I've got trapped inside that little house there, and there's another one trapped inside that building there. And once I've made this place safe and put some beds and stuff in these places so they can breed up, but mostly once I've made it safe, I'll release those two and start letting them populate the town. We've got a wall going all the way around the outside to keep us safe from raids and things. And oh, ow, ow, oh, right, yes, I forgot. I put a berry bush down there. I also forgot they hurt you when you touch them. I was like, oh no! Mobs! I'm okay. Ooh, that does look a bit chunk, doesn't it? I think I have a way around that. Any pillages? No, I'm the protector of this village. I'm mayor of this village. It's my mayor's house up there. I overlook it. And reveal. Oh, it's better. That's better. Still looks a bit weird, but it's better. Alright, let's have another whack at this, actually. Try pulling it back one level. Wait, can't do that, can I? Because it's just going to break both those. Wish there was a better way to do that. So, pop that, place that. Alright, let's try that. And reveal. Yeah, there we go. That's the way. I like it. You have inspired me to play again. Hooray! I love Minecraft. Most of the time. Sometimes it gets under my skin. Most of the time I love it. Yeah, doesn't look quite as good as the stair option, but still pretty good. Yeah, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Let's think. I think that's all the... Damn it, again. I think that's all the houses and buildings I need to build. Let's do a quick door count. Oh wait, no, I don't need to count doors. Old school. Villagers don't care about doors anymore. It's all about beds. In which case I have plenty of room for beds. Okay. Let's put a few trees around now that we've got an idea of the layout. I'm hating Baba is you. If Bunty wants a raid stream, I was just trying a stream. I've heard that title, but I don't know what kind of game it is. Yeah, Oaks. FPS car game. Can't picture it, yeah. Is that too much? I think that might be too much. Nope, kind of like it actually. Maybe a birch. No, I think low-lying stuff there, some bushes or something. definitely birch or something here, I think. Ooh, nice tall one. Excellent. Perfect. Exactly what we needed there. No. Ow. God damn it. Fucking berry bush. Headphone warning. Tree capitator is noisy. Sensitive hearing. Sensitive hearing in 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, didn't work. There it goes. I forgot. You don't have to crouch. See if we can force a little one. Huh. That's interesting. 1.14 doesn't care about putting caps on trees anymore. Did that? Oh, it actually broke that block away. I don't remember reading that in a patch note. You used to be able to restrict the height of trees. Does that break a bunch of tree farms? Pookie, you still hanging around? Did you know? Did you know trees just break blocks that are in the way now? That's going to break some tree farms. Or maybe maybe can do that to dirt but not glass or something. Either way, I kind of look where that tree went. I think we'll keep it. Gasp, I'm free. I stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV. I made it. Hey, you nerdy. How you doing? How's your new Ramona hair treating you? Yeah, I was considering like a plinth thing here, but I think we're going to go for a birch instead. Run away from the idea of that plinth. So, maybe there. Come on, you can do it. Too much. Too much. I want to be able to see through the village there. Good lord, this place is pretty robust too. It's good here. Random girls told me I'm pretty esteemed. Ah, nice. So it's nice to get rando compliments. Well, in theory, I understand it is. I never do. I'm too plain. Fishing. Alrighty, let's do that old glowstone under bushes trick to get some lighting happening at some places. Thank you, Waffle. Kind of you to randomly compliment me like that with no provocation whatsoever. Coolsies. Thank you, Smeggy Bear. A weirdly handsome dude. I'm not sure the precise context of that. Am I weirdly handsome or am I weirdly handsome? Not a word I usually hear associated with me. I mean, I get... I mean... If I'm... Outside of joking around, I have been called cute a couple of times. Don't know if I've ever been called handsome legitimately. Love the focus on your camera. I am using Camlink, yeah. I'm using a Camlink 4K hooked up to the Lumix G7, and I've got a Canon EF 28mm f1.8 lens through a speed booster into the Lumix to give me a little extra depth of field compression there. Plus it's just the best angle of view lens I've got for this situation. So, I like it too. Background is not disappeared, but soft enough. Makes the lights look good back there. Alright. I think that one's a bit much. You get handsome when I wear a suit. Some girls just look good in suits, don't they? Yeah, I think if we pop a few flowers there as well, that might help. Carbo? I don't think so. Didn't hear it. Might not have noticed. Okay, we need to degub here a bit. Alright, keep those. Keep this handy. Okay, leaf blocks, glowstone. And no more berry bushes. Decided I hate them. No, we're gonna grow poppies actually. We'll get a few blue orchids there. Maybe some peonies. Alright, let's get ourselves sorted here. Some of those, some of those, some of these. Let's spread some color. No, definitely not. Too tall. That's about right. Add a splash there. Too much. About right. We could probably whack a bush here, I think. Yeah, I think jungle leaves are the go. Yep. There we go, helping out already. What did I do? Let's try and get a... There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Yep, like that. Okay. And maybe some lilac right there. There we go. Now this place is coming to life. Lilac there. Ow. Damn it. Berry bushes. Hate them. it. Like one of those in the corner there. Maybe some lilac with it. A little bit of blue there. A little blue. No. Bush. Jungle leaves. Yep. And this area definitely needs some help. It's just about perfect, actually. Let's put a bush right about here. This one, I think we need some birch. Suits me. Alright, let's see how these bushes look when the sun goes down. I'm not sure how the ray tracing is going to handle leaves in front of the glowstone. We'll find out. Berry bushes aren't worth the hassle. I'm beginning to come down on that. I mean, I love how they look. But because of where I put that one in particular, I keep walking through the damn thing. So I keep cutting this corner and just going... I'll leave it there and see if I can learn my lesson. Perfect. And nice. And how about a big bush back here? Splash of something here. That natural stuff can stay where it is. Maybe put a bush here for a bit of extra ambient lighting. Yep. Alright. Alright, doesn't look too harsh, does it? Seems to be glowing just softly enough. Then again, this isn't the final version of this renderer. Oh, ow! There we go. Now we're starting to see it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just a little bit of light. Most importantly, does it actually spread? Not really. Seems like it's occluded. Oh well. We'll fix the rest of streetlights. Do leaves not decay when they're next to glowstone? No, the leaves only decay when they're naturally spawned and you chop down the tree. If you collect the leaves with shears, or in my case, the data pack that does the harvesting of the wood, my little bonsai things, this agricultural mod pack thing that lets me do this, that's not a good example. There we go. It collects the leaves as a drop. But yeah, if you want to do that in pure vanilla, all you need to do is make some shears. If you shear them, you get the leaf block. And then you can put them down wherever you like and they don't decay. Good. Not good. Swink! I missed. Ow. Where are you? Strafing. I think they've made them dumber again. That strafing didn't work for a while. This is an alien no matter what you did. I think they might have dumbed the skeletons back down. Oh, I used up all my saplings. Whoops. see here. I'm feeling... What happened on my birch? Nope. Birch. Big one, please. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for better. Another perfect one. Exactly what I wanted. Thank you, game. Zerp, 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 zerp. Cool-a-roonies. Oh, it's been 2 hours already. Thank you, Moobot. Oh man, this place is coming together now. They've got some landscaping going. Careful, you. Fucking bush. Oh yeah, this is so much better. So perfect. Don't need to touch it. Oh yeah, now we're talking. We need something there. Now we're talking though. Look at this. Huge change. I think... Yeah, I'm going to need some more birch leaves back here, I think. We'll put a little groovy guy there. Just noticed, by the way, something we're going on my texture pack. That glowstone is the old texture. The one on my hand is the one I modified myself. What's up with that? I think my texture packs are fighting with each other. Alright, we'll put down that one bush. And then I'm going to take my break. Oh, I'm super happy with how this is looking now. It's great. I think we also need some Zerpy Derp right there. And maybe just Makes it fine. A bit of love. Ooh, way too much. Way too much. Better. There you go. Maybe a bit too much. Just that little flower is enough. There we go. Alright, let me get somewhere safe so I can go make a coffee. Could be that you have alternating blocks on. Oops. I don't know. Either way, I'll be back in a minute or two, guys. I'll get a pot of coffee on, and I'll be right back.